Oh, we're having some fun today, let me tell you what. And the factor of what I've been posting today is getting some hilarious results, let me tell you what. So I want to expose just that much more, but we're going to go ahead and go into this manufactured weather once again. And I want to state that earlier today we had what is known as graupels. Graupels are those little pellets of snow that look like tiny styrofoam beads. But this is typical anymore for that type of fallout to occur within the first phase of our first snow of the so-called season. You might even be able to see, well, I don't know. Trying not to get hit by the drops of moisture. Well, we can see some graupels here. And basically what those are is a sphere of frozen, let's say, precipitation that has a grain of sand or dirt particle in the center. The spreading of dust particles or sand or grit or whatever you want to classify it as being is part of the process today in order to increase so-called snowfall accumulations. And this is why we have the appearance of dirty skies. Okay? And this also coincides with your liquid fallout, as it is stated that every raindrop has at least one particle of sand, dust, dirt, or once again, however you want to categorize it as being. The more you know, the funnier it becomes. And I would ask and urge you people to review the content that I have posted today, as it is quite comical as far as what I've encountered. Much like this little banner that I received during my half-hour presentation today. I am beside myself, but of course I'm a Gemini, so, you know, the twins are always side by side. And furthermore, it is quite hilarious to have this little narrative that they placed below said previous video when I consider myself to be a dragon. You know, once you examine my content, especially the history thereof, and of course, you know, with a few thousand videos, nobody's going to take the time to go through that. But, you know, I try to provide condensed versions within my playlist. And I'm really considering the factor that I am a threat to many narratives out there because of my wide variety of interests in multiple topics that should be of discussion, but very few people are coming to the table. And again, we have this, foolish narrative of my subscriber count. And remember, people, the application of likes is a false narrative, because as soon as you clear your like list, you are also clearing the likes that you have applied to videos, okay? So if you see a fluctuation of likes to the content that you create, you might understand why. Because people don't want to have their channels cluttered up. But then, of course, if you're one to post a lot of content, especially maybe that of video shorts, you might overlook this little factor of likes. And then, of course, man, they're doing everything that they can in order to stymie conversations through comment form. And of course, I addressed this situation to where I had to report it to YouTube to restore comments that, well, they were deleted or wiped out until I made a stink out of it. So how much more of a stink can I make as they continue to basically fight against me? So anyways, this is supposedly, possibly, what is being considered as lake effect snow. But when you look at the direction of the snowfall itself, it is not coming from where we typically get, or typically the direction of what we get our lake effect snow. Yeah. And too many people are being duped by so many false and deceptive narratives out there, and I try my hardest to expose these as a real warrior should. But, evidence is strong that my channel has been severely shadow banned and the content blocked. Regardless of those in the past that have actually tried to help to promote my channel and its content through sharing, it really doesn't go anywhere. But hey, I will continue to play these games for as long as I can and for as long as it takes to expose. And as, once again, many channels out there that have the zodiac sign of Gemini in their videos, much like I applied to at least one of my videos in the past. Enough is enough. I'm not putting up with the shenanigans or nonsense any further, and I will, once again, expose. Because now, I don't have to be serious about it. I can laugh about it. Especially as we are seeing this coming down, and there has been jet aircrafts flying overhead that is creating all this, such as there's an aircraft currently flying overhead. You might be able to hear it, especially if you're wearing headphones. And they do this in phases, people. And I've shown this. I have proven a great many things, and they're doing everything possible to basically shut me up. What's next? This is going to be it for today's content, even though I'm ending it rather short. But I have duties to tend to once again out here in the woods. And we'll continue on at some other given point in time. So if you have actually watched this, I appreciate it. And I appreciate it even more if you were to leave a comment. Let's get some conversations kicking, people. You know, it doesn't happen on my channel anymore. Are you a bunch of gutless wonders out there? I'm getting views. You got super glue on your lips? Get with the program, people. It's time to speak out. Stand up and speak out. You've got the capabilities to do so. Don't let fear stop you. There is nothing to fear but fear itself. On that note, take care. Have a great one.